Well, welcome to Peter Kowalczuk, the president of Canon Solutions, to CEO Unplugged. Hi, Peter.
Hi, Lynn. How are you?
I'm doing great. And so here's the thing. I hear Canon, and I see your logo, and I think, aha, cameras. So how out of touch am I?
Well, you're not out of touch. You're absolutely correct. Aha, cameras. Aha, lenses. The Super Bowl was all filmed through Canon lenses, but my division is the other side of the house. We are the direct business to business side of the organization that sells all the Canon products that most businesses use, whether it be solutions to printing devices, to big presses. That's what we do. So we are the other side. We're actually, we don't do a lot of advertising because we are B2B, unlike the camera division. So they get all the hype. Cameras get all the hype. We do all the work.
Well, there's the sure shot, but what's your sure shot? What's your big seller?
Oh gosh, so we sell a lot. We sell a lot of print devices for offices. So our biggest seller is a product called the DX 5480.
Wow.
Right, that's it. So it's a printer. It's basically a multifunctional device that most organizations use to print. We sell products. My organization sells products anywhere from a price point of about $1,000 up to $2.5 million, and of course multiples thereof.
Wow.
We sell to everybody from SMB all the way up to multinationals and global accounts, and we sell product all over the globe. So we are a wholly owned subsidiary of Canon Americas, which is a subsidiary of Canon Inc. We're headquartered here in Melville, New York, right on Long Island. We've been here for quite a while. I've been with the company since 1984, its various iterations. And, things have been unique over the last couple of years, but good.
All right, I'd ask you to explain 3D printers, but I wouldn't understand it anyway. So I don't want to waste your time. So
you wouldn't want to ask me that because we don't do any 3D printers.
Oh, good. Well, that works out.
We print everything else, but not 3D.
Good. All right. So tell me about your career with Canon. How did it start? Where'd you come from? And what have you been doing all these years?
Sure. So I'm a Chicago born and bred person that I was born in Chicago, spent most of my career in Chicago. I started with a subsidiary of Canon at that point called Ambassador Office Equipment in 1984, straight out of school. Graduated on a Saturday and I was working on a Monday, and started in sales. And since that point have been able to grow through the organization in various sales positions, then sales leadership positions, from a regional perspective, then a national perspective. And then I got into general business side of the house as I moved up the ranks. I became president of Canon Solutions America 3 years ago. Really was part of the succession plan and was moved to Melville, Long Island back in 2015 to take on the succession plan and be the heir apparent to take over the division. We are the largest B2B subsidiary in the world for Canon. We have over 4,300 people throughout the country and over 100 markets. Everything from a sales perspective to break fix service that goes on site to professional services folks, and then of course our administrative operations that help support our customers. So we have a pretty extensive portfolio of product, and my career has really kind of grown with the company. Every time I've ever considered maybe even leaving, I've had a great opportunity, and it's been a great ride going along the way. It's a lot of fun being a leader of those folks and helping them all succeed.
1984 Chicago, big disappointment. I mean, I was working NBC Sports and we were doing the World Series that year. We were all set for the Cubbies to be in the World Series, and you guys just screwed it up. So, you know.
Cubbies have been known to do that. Of course, the one year they win the World Series, I'm sitting in New York watching from Long Island.
Absolutely. No, it's quite a pleasure. First time I saw Wrigley Field, there were no lights up on top, and I said, "What the hell is
Oh
that?"
yeah, well yeah. When I was in grade school, they did all their games during the day.
Yeah.
Great, you get home about 3:15. You got to watch the last 2 or 3 innings.
Yeah. As Joe Garagiola would say, Cubbies fans always got their money's worth. It was always a bottom of the ninth inning. So, hey, listen, the title Canon Solutions America sounds really grandiose. So, in a nutshell, what does that mean?
So we looked at them. So obviously we're owned by Canon. Okay, so they got the Canon part. The solutions portion is that it gives us a wide variety way to advertise that we sell not only print devices, but we sell solutions and we sell services that go along with it, whether it be software, whether it be professional services, people that help get the products working on people's networks, or we also put people on site. So we do every aspect for a corporation when it comes to not only print, but it comes to workflow, it comes to on-site services. We have people that actually work on site, either in IT or in running the implants that do the printing, or we have office services like reception, conference room attendance and things like that. So we handle everything. That's where, the solutions comes as a catch-all. Obviously in America is because our subsidiary is only in the US. So that's where the America comes from. So, we have 3 different divisions. We have one division that completely focuses on corporate America, legal, vertical, education, government, law. So focuses on that and those types of offices. Then we have a large format division that focuses on machines that print large sheets of paper or materials. We could print on doors, on glass. We have a variety of different products in that capacity. The hot thing right now is wallpaper. It's a thing. Then we have very high-end publication printers that can be book publisher. We're very hot in book publishing right now. The stores may not be there, but on-demand book publishing is still a very big deal and very, very profitable. And so we are part of that area also. So all aspects of the business.
You have a corporate philosophy called Kiyose. And of course, I'll give you the wise guy answer. You say, I usually like that with wasabi, but it's just as good plain. All right, what is that and how do you apply that?
Sure. So basically, and it's been at the root of Canon for forever. We actually have it on big placards right in front of our building here. And it's really living and working together for the common good and mutual prosperity in a fair and healthy competition. We want to be a company that is out there helping our customers, helping our employees, but also being part of the community and making sure that we're advancing things in the community. And that's from all aspects of life. So this building that I'm sitting here in is very environmentally, this is a brand new building we built about 10 years ago. Very environmentally sound. It's a LEED certified building. That's big. That's a big time issue for us. We sell a lot of cartridges for printers that you would buy from a lot of different retail operations. And those cartridges, we recycle those cartridges. That's a cost to us to get those cartridges sent back and break them apart and recycle them. So very much involved in every aspect of it. So we want to help our customers. We want to help our employees, but we want to be a good citizen in the market. So Canon does it in a lot of different ways. One of the biggest things that we're going to be celebrating this year is the anniversary of our 25th anniversary, I believe, of our giving to Yellowstone. We have a variety of things that we do with Yellowstone for a long time, for 25 years. And it's been a great partnership. But on a local basis, we also go and we give back. And the way we do that is we either participate in local operations and giving back to kids. We work with schools. So we have a young authors project. So every year we do that. We have two different programs. One that's in Florida, where it started with a variety of schools down there. We also have a school, we do it up here in New York. And what we do is we actually participate with the school. They bring a bunch of students together that want to be authors. We help them, we teach them about technology. The school teaches them how to write. We help them about the technology. And then we have one of our partners actually print the book that they put together. And every year we have a book signing. So these young authors become, they're published. They're officially published. So that's one way we give back. We give back through like Drexel University. We have a writing room at a university level. So with them, we partnered to create a program, and same thing as we did with the grade schools, but we do it at a university level. So the book is much more complex, and we help them do that. So our goal is to give back. We sponsored a Women in Science program in a school district in Phoenix. We just partnered with Grand Prairie ISD down outside of Texas, outside of Dallas, to establish a program to teach high school students who have chosen not to go to college for whatever reason. And we want them to still have a good job. So we're teaching them how to, the technical skills required to work on technology. And we just kicked that program off, and we're looking forward to a lot of good activity there. So again, these are just a few examples of the programs, but just examples that we're not just about business. We are about giving back to the community. And really, it helps us from our employee perspective, because our employees really get into it. It's very exciting. Our leaders in those communities are the ones that create the programs and bring it to bear, and makes them really feel good and proud about who they are, but also how the company is helping their local communities. So that's what Kiyose is to us, and that's how we go about our business.
Love the stuff with kids, and as someone who's written books, I think that's a great initiative to have them as published authors as kids. Hey, listen, the last couple of years has changed business for everybody. How has it changed for you guys?
Yeah, so one day, I mean, literally, March of was it 2020?
Yeah, 2 years.
We were everything was going great beginning of the month, and then by the middle of the month, we were sitting at home, and a whole bunch of people in all aspects of business were sitting at home. And with that, it changed. So remember, I started the conversation with the fact that our predominant business is to sell devices, print in offices. Well,
right.
There weren't many people in those offices. So the good news is, as a Canon, we're a very diverse company. We have a lot of people bought a lot of our home printers during that time, but our side of the business, Canon Solutions America side of the business, was a little bit, took a little bit of a hit. So we had to pivot. We had to be able to not only as a company pivot to run our own business, but we had to pivot to help our customers run their business. And so one of the biggest things is, how do you communicate with each other? So obviously you have Zoom, so that helped, right? But you can't transmit paper through Zoom. You can't get autographs, signatures on contracts. What happens with all the mail that shows up in your corporate office and everybody's sitting at home? So we pivoted, and we really refocused and doubled down on what is the magical words are called digital transformation. And basically what that means is taking what we used to do with printed documents and convert them to digital documents, and then create workflows that helped not only us as a company work better, but also our customers, allowed them to keep their businesses going and work and share documents very quickly. Now, we take it for granted that everyone started doing it, but in reality, people didn't. And so we really kind of have been able to reach into that change and actually take advantage of it and really help ourselves improve our own workflows. But with that, we also helped our customers. We also created workflows. So for instance, as people started to come back to the offices, one of the things that people, we could all remember, take your temperature before you walk in the building, answer a questionnaire. Are you healthy? Do you feel sick? All this kind of stuff. So we actually created a digital version of that questionnaire for our customers to work with so that they could document it. We could put it on a phone. Employee could answer the questions either online or on their phone, come back. Their phone then comes with a screen that says, yes, I'm approved. Oh, but did you take your temperature? Some companies use trust that their employees did take their temperatures. Other companies said, hey, look, let's do this. When you come in, we want to screen you for a temperature. So we went out and sourced third-party devices, and we sold that to our customers to get them into a more healthy environment as they came back. So again, pivoting is a critical thing, especially no one predicted a pandemic. Anyone that predicted a pandemic is lying. So you have to be able to pivot. And those are some of the things that we were able to pivot. Now, the good news for us was there were parts of the business that actually exploded for us. For instance, I talked about the fact that we sell devices that print on large format. Large format could be anything that's poster size to huge, especially from your sporting events, those huge banners at all these stadiums, or the bus placards and things like that. So during COVID, that was hot. Everyone needed signs, they needed floor signage, they needed ways to communicate with their employees, ways to communicate with their customers, and signage was very, very big. So that was a big part of our business. In fact, some of our customers actually used our devices to print masks for COVID, printed on clear plastic, because think about it, a doctor walking into a pediatric site and taking care of kids with a plastic mask on and all this gear. So they printed cartoons on these masks so the kids were less scared. So that was one aspect that was the market gave us that. From a book publishing perspective, everyone's sitting at home. And yes, everyone has all those electronic gadgets. I have my own to read off of, but book publishing went crazy during COVID. And our devices are used for book publishing. So that was a huge gain for us in that part of the business too. So again, we had a variety of different things that we had to do internally to pivot. We took some of that we learned for ourselves, and we created products for our customers. In fact, the Wall Street Journal interviewed me, and we had a whole story about our back to work check-in online program, because it was something right then and there that was well needed. In fact, I just used it out. I was doing some teaching. I was a guest lecturer in the city, in New York City, and I just used it to get into the complex at the university. So it was very cool. So those are how we pivoted our business and how we pivoted to help our customers get through COVID.
Well, maybe you've answered this, but is there a specific line of products that you guys have come up with to help the hybrid work situation?
Yeah, so from a hybrid work situation, a lot of it, we took the Canon devices that print that are more low end, and we packaged them for corporate America to be able to put in their employees' homes. That's one aspect. That's the way we pivoted. We never actually, our division never actually placed product at people's homes, But with COVID, we had to pivot that. From a solutions perspective, we used our products. We have a product that we have is called Therefore. It's a document electronic content management software. And so that is the software we used as our backbone for the check-in online process. So everything that was digitally available to a customer is really an electronic form that they clicked on, and then it was archived in that company's HR organization so that they could access that to allow those employees in. So that was one of the products we used. So the healthcare check-in, the temperature check-in was a third-party product that we acquired called Wello. That worked out very well for us. Our large format devices, the Arizona flatbed printer was a very hot product, and so was the Colorado, because that product could do a lot of mass printing. So those are some of the devices that we were able to pivot with and really accelerate some of the, trying to get back to a growth opportunity during COVID.
Before we finish, let me circle back. You used the phrase earlier, digital transformation. And I have to admit, I know nothing. I mean,
You got nothing for that one?
Yeah, I'll probably glaze over, but what is that? Why is it so important? And what is Canon doing to help their customers get involved in digital?
Sure. So digital transformation in a nutshell is really taking what we typically do every day in the paper world and digitizing it. But not only just putting paper on a digital file that you could share, but you could share concurrently. You could share it and make anecdotal changes to it. But more importantly, you create a workflow, and a workflow is a work process. But you do it where it's all electronic so that everything is well documented. It's secure. That's the other big word right now. And unfortunately, with all the internet issues, it's secure. There's an audit trail. There's an electronic approval process that works together. So, before I used to manually sign with a pen, literally any contract that we would get. Now, everything we do is all digital. It's well documented. There's a format behind it. It's secure. It's archived. And that's all put together. So what we do for our customers is, it's easier said than done. Everyone wants to do it, but how do you do it? What's the tools? What's the software? I got all these documents that are sitting in all these files, whether in a warehouse or on my floors. What do I do with them? I got all this mail coming in. How do I take care of that? So we not only provide the solution, we actually help you implement the solution, but then we also could provide you consulting services for change management. We could provide on-site personnel to actually digitize everything. We could take those documents off-site to digitize and create an ongoing process. We could do it with mail. We could do it with just your filing cabinets and the paper and the filing cabinets. So now we are helping our customers really expand and share things. I'm sitting in an office, but 3 days a week, I sit at home. We're only in the office 2 days a week. The new world, right? Most companies are either in the office 2 days, 3 days. You hear about the remote, everyone's trying to go remote. What do? You still got to do and share documents. You still got to have a workflow. You still have to have an approval process, but it has to be a secure approval process with an audit trail. So we've taken that whole gambit of everything you can do. That's digital transformation, one aspect of it. And we go and help our customers and prospects in any way they want. We can help them, including everywhere from they handle it themselves from we sell them the software, all the way through, we'll run the whole operation and help them with change management consulting. So from click to clunk, we handle everything for our customers in digital transformation.
From click to clug. There you go. That's
Click to clunk.
yeah. That's a good
Very,
one.
very sophisticated words. Click to clunk.
And when you're all done, we all get together and get our Canon camera and take a picture of everybody. So
There you go. There you go.
Hey, Peter Kowalczuk, thank you for being on CEO Unplugged, Canon Solutions America, and I wish you continued success. And go Cubbies, except when they play the Mets.
There you go. Thank you. Have a good day.